Hi, welcome back to Inner Peace Place. I'm Karen. We're going to talk today. This is lesson 19, and our topic is, what do you really want? The premise of the work is that our decisions made from isolated personality self are based in our past experiences, and the decisions we make with the awareness of our connection to our soul self are moment-to-moment decisions. So we want to decide what we want out of our lives. We want to select changes that we want to make, being mindful that we're not judging ourselves as we do this selection. The reason we don't want to select items or habits that are overwhelming to us, in other words, you don't want to take a big bite. We want to have success in creating a life of inner peace. And so we want to select ways to get there. What do you want? How can your life be more peaceful? What are the things in your life bringing you down? You're the only one that can make these decisions. But be mindful. Don't use what you want to change as a means of judging yourself. You don't want to create new obstacles that you didn't have before you even started this work. Oh my gosh, I have to change this, or I said I was going to do that, and and then that happens. So be very, very careful. Don't get overwhelmed by what you want out of your life. The path that you're choosing to create inner peace, the path needs to be peaceful, joyful, uplifting, spontaneously happy. We don't want to fall down a rabbit hole of trying to be a perfect person, because that's not where we're going with this work. We're saying there are certain parts of my life that I know, I choose to know this, or I'm aware of this, that are not bringing me joy. And I think if I can get a handle on these aspects of my life, then I will have a more peace-filled life. But don't get overwhelmed with it. If you're feeling overwhelmed, just step back a little bit. Maybe you're going too fast. You created your life over years. So don't expect this to be an overnight shift of what you want in your life. You want to focus on what you want to be, or what you want to create as a lifestyle. Be very careful about creating a lifestyle to fit the needs of someone else. They're not in your skin. They do not have any idea about your personal connection. So we're doing it for ourselves with joy, and we're taking small bites to get to where we want to be. Your closest ally will always be within yourself. It is never going to be an external ally. Personal motivation, personal connection, or awareness of the connection is your strength. If you rely on others to tell you what you want, to tell you the way to get there, what to focus on, you will always be in a state of conflict or in a state of feeling overwhelmed. So again, choose for yourself. Ask for guidance. When you feel that you were given guidance, say, "Thank you, I understood that." In other words, you want to teach or get a path opened that you can understand. Your higher self, your soul self is communicating, but what if you can't hear it the way that it's going on. So what I do is when I get a hit or when I get a nudge or a sensation, I say, thank you, I got that. And I actually say that. If I'm by myself, I say it out loud. If I'm not, I think it. Because I'm teaching me as well as my soul self, higher self, Holy Spirit, I'm saying this is a communication that I get. Can we continue it this way? And it truly does work. That is one of the biggest things that I've done to shift my awareness of the connection. And by doing that consistently, the connection is more obvious to me day in and day out. So you're asking for guidance on what you want out of life, perhaps. Maybe it's the big picture. What are some ideas? What are some habits that I have that I should look into? Get guidance from yourself. Don't ask people around you. I really don't think that's a good idea, because you are your own best friend. Find baby habits that you want to shift to get towards your goal of what you really want out of life. And give thanks when you get the guidance. Reinforce it. Make a big deal out of it if you want. No one's there to judge you, and only goodness can come from it. And if you're not getting clarity, look at what your request is. Maybe it's too wishy-washy. Maybe it doesn't have enough meat in it, so to speak. We want to say, I need your guidance. And let's work on a communication strategy. You know, whenever I feel this, it makes me feel I'm aware of my connection. Would that work for you? Reinforce it. Whatever you can come up with, play with it, and don't have expectations of success and failure. You just want to observe, oh, there's that word again, and experience, and see what you come up with. Guidance for the habits that you're partaking in that you no longer appreciate, or you might have guidance on the big picture. There's no rules. When you get centered, which is one other way to call this awareness of your connection, you're going to feel a personal acceptance. In other words, self-love, self-appreciation. If you're not feeling those things, it means that you're not centered enough. You're not aware of your connection enough. So you probably want to go back and work on that just a little bit more. Take a deep breath, relax, and feel your connection, or become aware of it in some way that is unique to you. If you ever find that you are getting encouragement or advice that isn't of an upward flowing nature, it has a downward energy to it, or maybe even judgments about something that you're doing, or judgments about what others are doing, I can tell you that is not coming from your higher self. That is not coming from your soul self. There's never anything but loving nudges that comes directly to you from your higher self. So your soul self, higher self, Holy Spirit, it's going to direct you or nudge you or guide you in a loving, accepting manner. So if you're feeling guidance or anything less than love, that is not coming from your higher self. It could be coming from your ego, trying to get things stirred up just a little bit. So just say, no, I won't be following that advice, and work on your connection a little bit more. Again, you can trust guidance that's coming from a place of love. And all of this helps you make decisions about what you really want. Now, it's not that you're locked into a life path that you've chosen. It's that we need to have consistent energy flow towards what you want. Instead of one day being this way, another day being that way, and maybe in the middle of the day you change it, that is not going to give you a consistent flow of energy. Now, when you sit down and look at the big picture, you can guide your energy in a certain direction, or your thoughts or your actions. But being wishy-washy day in and day out isn't going to bring you the results that you're looking for on a peace-filled life. I hope you've enjoyed this, that something resonates with you. Love and light to your path and to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.